Okay, we're going to start today by doing the microcosmic orbit and the inner smile. We're going to start with the inner smile, which is the fundamental Tao meditation. It is phenomenal for doing a whole lot of things. I will put a link below so you can take a half an hour look at what Mahtat Chia has to say about it. The person that introduced this to the world from the Tao masters who have passed this knowledge down throughout the eons. And now what used to take special time and dedication and then permission and handed down to just a handful of people from one lifetime to the next is available to the world. So let's get started. So the first thing we want to do is we want to do the crane neck. Before that, let me put the camera a little bit more down in a downward fashion. Excuse me. Filming amateur here. But you can see how I'm sitting. And I'm going to be sitting on the edge of the chair. For men, testicles hanging off of the chair. And for women, just on the edge. And to start with, we're going to just do 36 breaths. Just start off with the breath very strong. A little bit sounds a little bit like something called breath of fire, but you just go. Sort of warms everything up, and then the next step we're going to do is we're going to rock back and forth. We're going to rock our hips, not our shoulders. It might look like my shoulders are moving a bit, but this is what it would look like if I was rocking my shoulders and rocking everything. It would look like that. But when you just do this right here, this motion, very important, because you have what's down at the base of your spine, your sacrum, called your sacrum. The sacrum holds a lot of stuff in, and the sacrum is where the base of the spine is. So when you rotate that portion of the body, you're activating something in that region called the craniosacral pump. And that pump pumps the cranial fluid up and down the spine and into the brain. So you want to activate that pump. It never gets exercised. This is something they do in Chinese medicine and practice, not really practiced here in the West. Very important to work that pump and get that fluid moving up through the spine and down, up in the head. So we will keep doing this throughout the meditation. So we'll keep moving that motion, and then what we want to do is, you might not be able to do it while you're doing the craniosacral swim, but you can halt that for a second. And the next thing you want to do is the crane neck. The crane neck is an extension of the neck, and you move down. You breathe in, out. In with your neck extended all the way down, as far down as you can go. If you can go further than me, that's fine. And then up, and then you just visualize your spine coming up in one little vertebrae at a time. And then you end with the neck up. And that's the crane neck, very important. Then the other function you want to do is, and you want to do 3 to 5 of those, and then the turtle, the crane and turtle. The turtle is your neck is in like that, and you move down, and you come back up. Turtle. It's sort of, and if you notice, it's kind of hard to see, but you want to imagine doing this in sort of like a round sort of motion, even though it doesn't look that way. As I'm doing it, it's sort of like a round motion as you're going up. Crane neck sticking out, round. Turtles, round. So you want to imagine that your torso is doing a roundabout motion. So 3 to 5 of those as well. And now we go back into the rocking of the sacrum. And what we want to do is, this is called the inner smile. So we want to be smiling the entire time. And we're going to turn inward. And we're going to look with our inward eye, our inner eye. And we're going to look down as we smile. And we'll start with the heart. And we're going to imagine a nice, beautiful cloud. And we're breathing this in. And we're breathing this cloud in. What are we breathing in? We're breathing in gratitude, love, joy, compassion. Gratitude, love, joy, compassion. And we're imagining that coming in. Right? And so as you imagine this joy, love, and compassion, in the Tao it says the heart is the only multiplier. You can multiply love as much as you want, 10 times more than what you already have in your heart, 100 times more. It says we give love, we're told give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, right? Give. And then we have none left. So the Tao said we have none left for ourselves. So the first thing to do is multiply that love within our heart. Joy, happiness. This is the multiply, the only place where you can multiply these emotions so that they're overflowing and you can give them to your family, your friends, to the world. And you're not wondering, oh, why doesn't that person love me? Why isn't that person loving me? Oh, you don't have to worry about that because you're multiplying your own love. Okay? So, as we're breathing in love, gratitude, and we're breathing in compassion, and happiness, and joy, we want to breathe out the negative emotions. We want to cancel them as well. You look to the left and the right 21 times, and that deletes cruelty and hatred. Those are the negative emotions that dwell in the heart if you allow them. So cruelty and hatred, and you get rid of them by breathing. You hold you. This is the hand motion, and here's the healing sound. The healing sound is, it sounds like, it looks like ha, but it's more a breathy ha. So it's and you lean over to the right, and you look up into this great sky and let all that negative emotion, cruelty and hatred, up into the central sun. You come back down. You repeat the process again. You're breathing in love. You're breathing in compassion. And you're breathing in gratitude, happiness, and joy. All the while smiling down at the heart. Smile down at the heart. And once again, you're breathing in that love, compassion, happiness, joy, gratitude. And breathe out the negative, cruelty, and hatred. And notice my eyes are open, my nose, my mouth, everything as we breathe that out. Now, let us now just project love, project compassion and gratitude, joy and happiness as we smile at our heart. These guys are like entities, your organs, and they need your attention as well. We ignore them, and then when something goes wrong, we go, oh, something's going on, blah, blah, blah. Then we expect them to respond. Better to build a relationship so that you can get rid of the things that cause problems, emotions, traumatic experiences. This is a gentle way to purge those things out. So let's go to the next thing, which is the stomach, spleen, and pancreas. And what do we have in the stomach, spleen, and pancreas? We want to put in there fairness, openness, and trust. And we gather that chi. Now, what we want to also do is create a chi ball. Chi has no form. So you want that chi to be stored in an imaginary chi ball that you also secure. Because if you don't secure it, that chi goes everywhere. So we've created that chi ball right here. And we keep that chi ball completely there, and all the chi that we're gathering gets placed in that ball. And I'll tell you what we do at the end of the meditation to store that chi within the body, and we use it whenever we need it. Okay? So, we are going to imagine a nice golden yellow openness, fairness, and trust. And we're going to take our hands, we're going to put them under our ribs like that, and we're going to bend down, and the healing sound is whoo, but it's breath, you remember. So let's put our hands underneath our ribs and then bend down into the earth and go. Worry and anxiety are what is stored in the stomach, spleen, and pancreas. So we want to send all that down into the core of the earth, the core of the planet. And we breathe in that nice golden yellow fairness, kindness, fairness, openness, and trust. And then we breathe out worry and anxiety. And so let us just do this now. Project openness, fairness, and trust as we look down in the stomach, spleen, and pancreas, and we smile. We smile and project these positive emotions in. Remember, you must trust the process. If you believe it is such, then that's what is happening. And make sure you gather all of your being in this. Your mind, your soul, your spirit, your heart, and your eye. Okay? If your mind is over there, your soul is over here, and your heart is down there somewhere, and the eye is over there, what do you have? Disaster. You must bring everything together so you can gather all these forces. You know, this is like a team, like a family. And so you want to gather them together. You want to give them love and attention and give them a job. Tell them how much you're appreciating what they do. So, we're going to go to the next thing, which is the kidneys. And the kidneys are located back here, so we go like this. And we kind of give our kidneys a little bit of a massage. And we imagine a nice blue color. And the positive emotion we're going to project into our kidneys are gentleness, silence, and peace. Gentleness, silence, and peace. And so the healing sound is choo, choo. All right? So now on the negative emotions is fear and stress. They are fear and stress. So when we want to get rid of that fear and stress, we put our knees together, and you want to put them at the ball, be on the ball of your feet, and your hand on your knees, and you go choo. Fear and stress down into the core of the earth, so the Mother Earth can transmute that energy, and we project some more gentleness, silence, and peace into the kidneys. And then we want to get rid of fear and stress. Very important to be on the balls of your of your feet, because there's a pump in the calves, and that pump helps to expel those negative emotions. Very important, that move. And we project it in. How does it feel to be peaceful? How does it feel to have silence and gentleness? Stored in the kidneys. And we smile down at the kidneys, and we project those positive emotions. And as I remember, we always project the love and all the compassion and all the gratitude from the heart down into those areas as well. Show the appreciation to those lovely organs. And then the next step we're going to do is we're going to go to the lungs. And the lungs store the positive emotions of righteousness and courage, or courage and righteousness. Okay? And so we want to imagine a nice white mist that we breathe in of courage and righteousness, right? And the negative emotions are sadness, grief, and depression. Right? And the healing sound is so as we project courage and righteousness, we want to take out, and this is the hand motion. It looks like that, but we take it and we put it high and we look straight in the sky and we go sadness, grief, and depression up into the central sun to be transmuted. And we project courage and righteousness into the lungs. Courage and righteousness into the lungs. And we sadness, grief, and depression up into the central sun to be transmuted. And we project more of the good emotions that we want to place in there, all the while rocking, all the while rebreathing. A rhythmic breath is hard when you're talking, so you might not notice that with me, but you want to be rhythmically breathing and keep rocking side to side, working that cranial sacral pump. And now, once we feel how it feels to have courage and righteousness, we go to the next organ, very important, the liver. The liver and gallbladder. Like I said, we're going to do the liver now. The liver is located here in this area. And within the liver, we want to bring in patience and forgiveness. So patience, forgiveness, we're going to just imagine a nice green mist in front of it. We're going to breathe in patience and forgiveness. Patience and forgiveness. And the healing sound for the liver is shh. So we're going to breathe in patience and forgiveness. We're going to fold our hands like this. And this time we're just going to go to the left. And we're going to go shh. And we're getting rid of anger and resentment. And we sent it up to the central sun to be transmuted. Anger and resentment. We breathe in patience and forgiveness. Nice green patience and forgiveness. And we send out anger and resentment. Shh, up into the central sun to be transmuted there. And we project this patience and forgiveness as we smile down at our organs, and we send love, compassion, happiness, and joy to them as well. We do all that as we listen to a bit of oming going on in the background. All right, so now we're at the end of the inner smile, and what we're going to do now is called the triple warmer. What is the triple warmer? You have your heart and your mind are usually very, very warm and hot, and in the Tao, we want to cool them down. And the lower warmers, the middle warmer, and the lower warmer, the middle warmer, are those, the lungs, the middle section here, and the lower warmer are the sexual centers and the kidneys. Very important. So we want to send this heat down into the cool kidneys, down into the cool middle and lower warmers, so that we have everything evenly at an even temperature. We want it to be sort of lukewarm. You don't want to be too cold or too hot, and then you just have an imbalance in energy. So we want to do that. And the healing sound, what we're going to do is we're going to take our chi ball, and we're going to take that chi ball up. And when you do the triple warmer, you can do it laying down, or I'm going to just lay back in my chair like this. And you want to put your hand just like that. You have your hand like that, and you go up. You're bringing that chi ball up. You're creating it here. And you just feel that chi ball right there. And then what you want to do is push that heat down, all the heat, and as well as the remaining negative energies out of your body, and you want to push it down with a sound. So you just go, and you have everything coming from out of your hands and from out of your feet down into the earth. And you stay at this position for a little bit. And then you go back on the hips. You bring that chi up. And then you come back down with a pushing all remaining negative energies and balancing the heat throughout the body. And all the while we're looking down and smiling at our 3 energy centers in the heart, the head and loins, as well as the sexual center, smiling down at that, and the digestive center. One more time. Hands up and big chi ball above us, and with a pushing down all the remaining residual negative energies, as well as equalizing, creating equilibrium and balance within the body heat-wise, and then smiling once again to our 3 energy centers in the head, heart, and loins, and the digestive center, and in the sexual center as well. The triple warmer exercise, very, very important. And we let all that energy out. And you do this for as long as you feel you need to do it. But normally this is about a 10-minute meditation if you just do it straight. About 10 minutes is all it is. And you want to do this every day. You want to do this every day. Your heart and your mind are the supreme commander. When they combine, they're the supreme commander. And the supreme commander rallies their forces, their team, their family. They get together. And so throughout your day, you're not scattered, like I said earlier. Mind here, heart there, soul there, eye everywhere. And everything is all scattered. You can't focus, you can't concentrate. Well, in life, they tell you, you're doing something important. Keep your mind on what you're doing. Put your heart in it. Keep your eye on things. Get your spirit involved, everything. Okay, otherwise, you get less than ideal results out of life. So thank you very much. That is the Inner Smile Meditation. And again, on YouTube, Mantak Chia spends 30 minutes, very interesting man, spent 30 minutes talking about this. I would love. Okay, now that you've done your triple warmer, you've finished up everything, you've collected all that chi within your chi bowl. And where you want to put it is in the dantian. The dantian is 1 inch below the navel and 1 inch in. So you just go below the navel 1 inch down, and then just think of it being 1 inch in as well, and that's your dantian. So you want to take that chi ball right here, and you want to rub right around the navel 12 times. And then when you're finished running 12 times, go back the other way around. Clockwise 12 times, counterclockwise 6 times. And then just boop. And that's it. You have saved all the chi that you've gathered in your chi ball, and now it's within you. You can use it right away, or you can store it there and use it at another time. And that's it. Very, very simple, very easy, very powerful. Right, thank you.